2 followers all up in our streaming. So no. Anyway, I'm Stephanie, and we are Dances with Kobolds, and tonight we are playing Mummy's Mask. But before I let Patrick take it away, in the doobly-doo down below, please check out our sister shows, as well as the hero, as well as our Extra Life link. But without further ado, take it away, Patrick.
Thank you, Stephanie. Welcome, everyone, to tonight's session. We are still in Book 1, The Half-Dead City by Jim Groves. Joining me tonight in playing are...
Brendan.
Right, I'm first. I'm Brendan. I'll be playing Dr. Honesty Shortchange, a wonderful legitimate businessman.
And hi, I'm Lorne. I'll be playing Arrow the Harrigan Monk.
Hello, Nabil here. I'll be playing as Dehaga, a Minotaur fighter.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chris. I'll be playing Hesmet Sot, Autognome Rogue, who's currently in the process of polishing up his resume. And by resume, I mean outer casing, because, look at Hesmet.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'll be playing Mao, and he is not, I repeat, not a psychic cat. He is just a cat. Meow.
Who's a psychic?
Meow. but psychically.
I'm Stephanie, and I'm playing Aya Nasir, Knowledge Cleric of Hoth.
And I'm Tara, and I'll be playing...
Oh, I thought I heard her come in, but she's not here yet.
She's not on Roll20, but she's in voice.
Yeah.
She will be playing Uruk, a half-orc artificer. And the party is currently part of the lottery system in the city of Wati, the half-dead city. And they are currently part of the way through their second lottery draw. You cursorily explored the second floor of the Pentheru estate. You didn't get to do a full search of it because you ran into flying heads, one of which managed to kiss Uruk, though no symptoms seems to have shown themselves yet. The primary head used illusions and other spells and magic to fight and distract you. Dr. Shortchange and Mao ran outside, where they ran into a mangy death dog living in one of the outer buildings, and both got poisoned. The main head was eventually killed after Hesmet and everybody else upstairs realized that the sounds they were hearing from the main floor weren't actually there. Searching the main bedroom, Hesmet did find some gold and a headband which had been stashed in an old wasp's nest. On a headless body in one of the other rooms, you also recovered a wedding ring with an inscription inside of it. And after dealing with everything on the main floor, searching part of the garden area, Uruk found one of the buildings still had some skeletons in it which were moving, and there were a couple of other outbuildings that you didn't look in. Instead, you decided to call it for the day, as 2 of you were poisoned, 1 of you is presumably diseased in some way, and so you left the estate, made your way down the hill of the noble area here in the necropolis, and worked your way back through the main region of the necropolis, heading towards the exit gate. Along the way, you began to smell blood and that sort of metallic, coppery smell in the air, and hearing a noise ahead, Iroh and Hesmet crept forward, and in the sort of open alleyway area, in amongst the buildings and detritus, you had seen a pair of dead horses and dead bodies laid out on the ground. There was a young man in wizard robes that you recognized from the Tooth and Hookah the night prior, who, seeing you as you came around the corner, immediately kind of drew a wand and sort of shakily pointed it at you, and crouched over the bodies was a man in very clearly priestly robes, over armor, wearing a helmet, who also stood and turned at the cry of surprise from the younger man, and raised his hands weaponless, and just said, "Peace, peace, friends." As that happened, a woman in bright purple tunic and pantaloons with a massive hat also sort of strode around the corner, and we pick up with the five of you all staring at each other in this small open area. You can see there is a well that is off to the center. There are some broken crates and furniture. But this is what you see, and the young man with the wand, stares at the both of you and just says, What are you doing in here?
I was about to ask the same thing of you. Looks like murder.
And at this, the man in the cleric robes, "We did not do this. We found this here." And the woman in the hat would say, "Yeah, we were just on our way back from our second location."
Yeah, I'm going to insight that.
Yeah, do I get the sense?
Only Iro and Hesmet are currently speaking with them. The rest of you are back down around the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna insight that, definitely.
Could I get a better look from up here?
The rest of you can hear voices, but you are, you stayed a good 30 or 40 feet back down the street, and you are currently poisoned, so there's a possibility if the rest of you want to move forward, you absolutely can. Iro and Hesmet, you don't get the sense that they're guilty, like they were just caught in the act of something. You get the sense that they are probably as suspicious that you might have done this and are coming back to clean up. Though you do get the sense that the woman in the hat was maybe a little dishonest about what she said they were doing, that they were just on their way back from their second lottery location as well.
Well, Hesmet will hold up his hands, and they can probably see that he doesn't have any blood on his hands necessarily. Their hands, sorry. Although I don't know if they're gonna take that necessarily as a sign of innocence. And Hesmet's just gonna say, "Yeah, basically the same."
It's true. Cal ran into some bad stuff.
And at this point,
just
the men that you met the other night in the bar will just say, "I believe we spoke the other night. I am Kelru." And you see him look towards the younger man and say, "Azaz, put the wand away. Just Azaz." And you see Azaz look to the woman and then lower it slightly, which leads you to believe that she's obviously the one in charge. But you see him still kind of stand there and puff his chest out. And Kelber will just say, "Perhaps then this is simply a case of the locals taking this into account. They appear to have been struck down by blades, curved, which, as you can see, are not the weapons we carry.
I don't think any of us carry curved blades.
You
Like
do.
Dahaka,
You're wielding a Kopesh. It's a
carry
curved sword.
curved sword. Yes, that's
And the only thing the Hawk is carrying is just a warhammer, an axe, unless an axe counts as a curve.
Nope.
I just
Then
have my
do the
simple
rest-
cane.
Yeah, do the rest of you move forward around the corner?
Yes.
I happen to carry these Kopeshes, but I'm more of a crossbow. I'm more of a crossbow robot myself.
Indeed. Then you can just continue on your way.
I look over. Does Kelru and his lovely assistant, the wizard, look like they've been helping themselves to some possessions?
Give me a perception check.
That 7.
Could I try this as well?
Sure. And, to the two of you, it looks like these bodies have already been stripped. Like, there's no adventuring gear, there's no weapons, anything like that you notice. And, Iroh, you also remember there were other members of this adventuring party that aren't currently with them.
Can't help but notice you got some missing people in your party.
They're around.
In the neighborhood.
Indeed.
Fantastic. Well, looks like you all have this well in hand.
Well, I have done whatever I can to put the dead at peace. I am the only priest of my group. And, at this point he will see Aya as you come around the corner and just say, I do see you are also a member of the cloth. I don't know if you wish to speak a few words.
Yes.
I don't know why they killed the horses or what exactly did this.
All right, I'm going to move up because it's safe now. I was only standing back because of how hurt everyone was.
And as you get closer, you can see they've got sort of cuts and bruises on them as well. So it
Similar
looks
to
like
us?
it looks like, they've clearly had a mourning event as well.
I would like to guidance myself and do a medicine check of the body.
On the horse?
Yeah, I'll start with the horses, and then I'll do another roll for the people.
All right. Yeah, with the horses, you can see there are, clean slit necks, but you also see what appear to be a couple of bite marks. It looks like maybe a ghoul or something has taken a couple of bites out of this horse as well.
Can I tell if the throat slice was first?
Yes, it was.
I'll also let everyone know. Seems that they slit the horses' throats first, and then some ghouls came and ate the already dead bodies. Curious.
Yeah, we might have startled a couple of them away, says the lady in the purple hat, still, kind of looking around and eyeing everything. Mal, from your vantage point, give me a perception check, please.
Oh, okay.
With disadvantage as you are poisoned.
Of course. And as I'm looking around, yeah, the ghouls, they hang around here a lot. Oh shit, they hadn't heard me talk yet.
And yeah, you notice, all three of the strangers are staring up at you, and you just hear the younger man just go, curious.
What, you've never heard of a talking cat before?
No such thing as a talking cat. I mean, meow.
right, yeah, you're looking around. It is bright, hot sun. Your eyes are stinging and sore. You don't pick up anything of notice. The wind sort of is picking up and blowing some of the dust around up here. You're not feeling great.
No, I'm not.
What is... as Aya goes over and checks the other body, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm just going to kind of... As subtle as a 3.5 foot tall, moving, living bronze statue can be, I'm just going to kind of hang out here underneath this canopy and just kind of be on the periphery.
All right.
And look for danger.
Give me a
It's
perception check.
Specifically, I'm looking for the other members of their party who are hiding. 17.
Yeah, looking around, you do not pick up any sign or sight of any other people in this small area. I will say you do get a whiff of, over the blood and death here, there's an unpleasant smell, just a trace of it that you pick up in the air as well.
And I climb on top of this building here, get a good vantage point, and just be on the lookout for an ambush.
Yeah, give me a perception check. You know, again, the sun is in your eyes. You're looking around. You can pick up what you think is a little bit of dust from over there, but it could also be the wind. And you are all kind of caught a little off guard as popping up on the rooftop across the way is one of the other party members that you recognized. Younger woman, long hair, back in braids, dark black leathers, clearly a couple of blades at her side, moves very nimbly, very quickly, just sort of gets to the edge of the building and just says, boss, we've got to go. And then looks at the rest of you down there and just says, oh, didn't realize we were making friends here. And then in a very quick set of hops, leaps down from the roof and onto the ground, where she sort of tumbles and, you know, sort of stands up. You can see hands at her side as she is looking between the group of you and Velriana, the boss, for kind of direction.
I'm okay with going if there's something to go from. I'm sure the rest of us are.
Well, there's something to go from. We're sort of being and she sort of points behind and just says, well, there's more of the undead that are sort of surrounding us at this moment.
Oh, good. It's time to go then.
Mhm.
We should move. I'm just saying. If they get you, they'll eat you.
Yeah,
I
let's
agree.
go.
What did I get for my 20 on the 23 on the bodies?
On the bodies, you can clearly tell that, they were killed by bladed weapons. Whatever this was, it was a quick fight. They didn't seem to put up too much resistance. They were clearly caught off guard and overwhelmed kind of quickly. The bodies some of them have been dragged back into their current positions, presumably to avoid a little bit of detection.
All right, I will let everyone know that.
Do we recognize the team that died? Like, were they at the inn, or were they a different team that we didn't see?
You would have to go check the bodies. I would say, Aya, you don't recognize them. It's a mixture of humans and what looks like a half-elf or two, and then a couple of dwarves. Not a team you recognize, but there are lots of teams that are part of this that you haven't met yet.
Okay.
Do I? If I go up?
Nope. No recognition.
All right.
And
Let
with
us
that,
pass this
all
day
of
down.
you do hear As you turn and look down the ways you came, hordes of shambling undead moving and sort of closing in from all sides. And yeah, it is time for some initiative.
Should I go back to my perch, or could I have made that move?
You could have made that move.
We have disadvantage, Ian.
Yes, you do.
I do.
14.
But I was born with this advantage. I was thrown in a river in a sack with a brick. I thought the brick was my mother for 3 days.
Are you getting milk out of the brick?
No, I was chewed out of the sack by a friendly nanny goat.
The goat was your mom then.
The goat also tried to eat him.
Yeah, but by then I could fight back. It's not how cats work, I know.
So many questions.
It's not how cats work at all.
This is D&D. We make cats do whatever we want them to do.
Almost as if he's inflating his story.
Well, sorry, I was gonna have his mother be a sheep, but I didn't think you would believe that.
Oh, boo! Oh, finally, a critical roll for me after how long?
Weeks.
I haven't been here for the whole entire month of December.
I don't like these words that I'm reading on this initiative score, Patrick.
You'll be even
I do.
happier because they had advantage. So that's not their actual position.
Well, I'm happy I never got off the roof.
I'm unhappy that I got off the roof, and I'm gonna whisper into Hezmat's ears, "You better run! They'll eat everyone!"
I am immune to disease. I'm not immune to being torn apart, but I'm immune to disease.
Well, good. You can have my bottom on your head. Now run!
Don't you mean dismantled?
It
And just so everyone is aware, these are minions that are of the zombies, so carryover damage does work. And first up, ready for action, is Hezmet Sat.
Right.
Sorry, I had a lot of people to roll into initiative there.
Yeah, they go on a 14. So, okay, so looking around very quickly here, there's 10, there's 20, there's, I'm assuming 30 back the way. Okay, yeah. So, are there any like easy, obvious ways up onto these roofs up here? The roofs up to the north and the west.
You could try and climb through the sides. There's no easy sets of stairs over there. This is a lower level than where Iroh currently is.
Okay.
Because there's a ladder to get up to there. Iroh just literally scaled up the side of the wall.
Yeah, all right. So,
Well,
north,
I assumed I went with the overhang and then climbed up the rest of the way.
Yeah. So north is unfortunately the fast way up, or the probably the easiest way up. Then,
Yes.
Can I use my turn to give him the help to get up? Like, grab there, grab there.
Well, my bonus action to dash. My movement is gonna get me. Can I get up onto this ledge here?
Yeah, it is definitely difficult terrain. Give me a strength check to leap up onto that ledge.
All right,
And what did you figure your weight was going to be?
300 pounds. Nat 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
we just hit
leap
the
up and
space
grab
bar.
on, and with your weight, it just rips it right off of the wall. You don't take any damage, but you basically land and collapse through all the broken wood around you.
Okay. Well, that was embarrassing. I'm going to hand crossbow this guy up here.
All right. You drop the piece of wood, firing your crossbow, which does strike for 9 piercing damage.
Yeah, sorry, Snake was on.
Yeah. Which takes out, as your bolt slides through the dead flesh, it just strikes through one that falls directly to the ground, as well as the one behind it.
Okay, ignore that. This is the way.
That takes us to Dahaka.
Up and out.
Okay, so I'm going to use my free action to say it out loud. They're coming up this way as well, if they're not already aware of it. So I'm going to move ahead over here, shield out with my Warhammer. Yeah, Warhammer, and let's take that first shot. Amateur.
14 strikes the soft flesh of this zombie.
5 bludgeon.
All right.
Sad.
But you can hear the crushing bones inside its chest as it does collapse to the ground.
All right, and I will hold on to that for the time being, and yeah, that's it for me.
All right. From the rooftop, Iroh.
Helps if I press the right button when I want to talk. So Patrick, because you had told us that we were rolling, I think we were rolling initiative last week. I don't remember. No, you didn't. But
Nope.
I forgot I had this ability that happens when I roll initiative. Uncanny metabolism. Can I gain its benefit now because I forgot about it?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. So my current die is a d6. Awesome. That's 6 hit points.
Check out the new monk, everybody.
I know, right? All right. Let me just double check here.
I really like the new classes.
Yeah, the one you're playing isn't in it, Ian.
Ah,
So you are currently 20 feet off the ground.
all right. I have 1 key point. I will. Yeah. 20 feet off the ground. I don't have slow fall yet. This awning is how far down?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so in theory, I could use it as a brace and not have to worry about taking any damage.
Now, when you roll initiative, you can regain all your expended key points. Part of your uncanny metabolism.
You're right. Yes.
I'm a bitch.
Yes, I have all my key points then. Awesome. In that case, then I will. I'm not going to use it yet here, but okay. Assuming I have to climb to here, to here, to here. So that'd be 20 feet lateral and 20 feet vertical movement.
Yep,
And no fall damage, right?
correct.
Okay, cool. And
Give me a
then-
dexterity check to just make sure you land on your feet. You're fine.
All right, that's my 40 feet gets me to there. I am going to bonus action, just make sure I pick the right one here. Step of the Wind. And I'm going to spend a key point or discipline point, whatever you wish. So I take both the dash and the disengage action. I am going to spend 20 feet of my dash movement to get to there. I will then quarterstaff the guy below me. Oh yeah.
Strikes for 5 bludgeoning, and yeah, their head collapses in on itself.
Not enough to pass through though?
Nope.
Okay, cool. And then I am going to back away with disengage, so no attacks of opportunity, hopefully.
That is correct.
Cool. That is my turn.
All right, before Aya, because I forgot to roll her in, the...
What do you mean I'm in?
No,
No,
this is
not you.
someone else.
Yeah, the younger woman that is part of the other group moves over, takes a little bit of cover behind this well, and actually she can't. Yeah, she will move to there behind those, and you just see daggers thrown from her hands. And she manages to take out 4 of these creatures as her, bladed kukris find their mark, doing 7 piercing damage each. And then she will back up to try and duck around the corner. That takes us to Aya.
Okay, I'm pretty much tapped out today. So I am going to just do a Sacred Flame because I have nothing else I can do.
All right. On which one?
Dahaka's got this corner controlled, so I'll do this one.
All right.
And then I will also begin saying a prayer. Are we holding our own or are we running?
I don't know. I was running towards the north building, so I was going to try to scale up onto the roofs and bounce that way.
And I will begin
That
saying...
is a failure as that zombie goes up in radiant fire.
Oh, wow. And I will begin saying a prayer. O Lord of the starry gods of Orisian, more glorious than the gods hidden in Golarion, grant me, thou, a peaceful life, for I am truthful, and thus I have uttered no falsehoods, nor acted deceitfully, etc. And she'll begin this prayer. This is actually from the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
And you see the cleric that is beside you just sort of turn and raise an eyebrow and just say, interesting, you worship the old gods.
The true gods, you mean?
As they are wearing the symbol of Nethys, you can see almost a slight smirk and a nod, as Nethys is also an older god.
And I'll give the head nod back. Yeah, worshiping the old gods.
And at this point, you all see this kind of miasma cloud come from the well as pulling itself up and out of it is a zombie that still has a spark of intelligence in its eyes, and it looks over all of you and just says, leave our meat, and you might yet live.
Dude, there was
Ooh.
something that fucking well.
And as it steps out, you can actually see the young woman that was nearby immediately kind of recoils. But it moves towards her and reaches out with this like graying necrotic arm, slamming into her, and she recoils as if burned and actually screeches out in pain. Well, that takes us to Dr. Honesty Shortchange.
All right. Dr. Honesty Shortchange is kind of fucked on dealing damage right now because of the poisoned. So I guess I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to. He's gonna use his action to throw a kukri at this gentleman that just popped up. Wait, what's the range on a kukri? 20?
20 feet.
Bonus action, I'm gonna dash. Now I'm gonna throw a kukri.
So you stop, draw it out, and they're like, move 5 feet forward.
Well, you know,
Toss it.
when you're throwing a dagger, when you're throwing a knife, you gotta be you're gotta go for windows of distance, right? Because it spins midair. This wasn't in the right window. Disadvantage. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does hit. Yeah, the blade sinks in, and there's just this sort of dust and debris that comes off. The creature barely seems to notice that it was struck.
All right. And then Dr. Church can use the rest of his movement. Is this like a ramp kind of above him? Is this like... Could I run up it?
It's debris, so it is difficult terrain. So you could move across it, but it will...
All right.
And, you know, this part of the roof has just been ripped down by Hesmet Sat.
Oops. Sorry.
Well, 35... Oh, hang on. So I've got 25, 15, 5 feet of movement left to get to here.
All right.
That'll be it for Dr. Shortchange.
That takes us to these zombies. Dahaka, you will get an attack of opportunity against that one zombie.
Ooh. Boom.
Go with the die.
19 will strike for 8 bludgeoning damage, so as it turns the corner, you clobber it, smashing most of its brains across the wall.
Does he get carry through?
Yeah, I would say they're moving as a group, so...
So it was a wide smash.
Yep. So, with that, Dahaka, you have 5 of them around you that are focused on you.
I'll be cocky and I'll say, "Bring it on." If they're bringing it on.
The fight at the
That guy's
Mount
dead.
Alley.
He'll just move in there.
Ah.
We're gonna call you Smash Mouth.
You saying I want to be a rock star?
Are you not already?
Yeah, they reach out to grab onto you.
Oh, boy.
Give me a contested strength check, please.
Strength. Lucky 30.
That is enough. You are just able to sort of shake them off as, yeah, they are attempting to sort of grab onto you and bite you. And 2 of them will do the same to Iroh. So I need a contested strength check from, or you can defeat this as a grapple, so you can use dexterity as well.
So would that be acrobatics, or would that just be dexterity?
Acrobatics.
Cool.
Yep, 15 is more than enough. So again, yeah, the two of them, mouths sort of clacking. And, unlike most zombies, they are clearly intent on biting rather than just sort of slamming into you, which is odd and unnerving.
And that's that residual burst of speed of literally just, slightly shifting his head out of line.
They can get to there. They can get to there, dashing, so no action.
Oh god.
They're gonna force the issue on me, aren't they? All right.
I'm gonna get out of your way so you can force the issue on them.
Also, you don't have any hit points, so yes.
That takes us to Mao.
So Hezmet fell through this debris, right? When he was trying to climb up here?
Yeah, he just sort of crashed through it, so he's
So
not
now-
prone.
But I'm flush with this guy right here.
Yes.
Disengage is only. I always forget. Can I double move if I disengage?
No. You can
No.
disengage as an action, then you regular movement. Only rogues can, or
Oh,
monks
right,
can do
yeah.
it doubly.
I was gonna say.
Monks can do it all now.
And I'm poisoned, so it's half speed, right?
No, just disadvantage on everything.
Oh, I thought it was half speed as well. Okay, good. So I will disengage up to here.
All right, give me an athletics check to. You have a climbing speed, so you can do it. Yeah. You don't do it in a straight line, but yeah, you can make your way up and across the undamaged areas.
And that's an action, right?
That's just your movement because you have a climbing speed. Your action was to disengage.
Oh, okay. So I'm done. There's nothing else I have unless I do a bonus.
Bonus action, yeah.
I don't have a bonus action. I don't think. I'm just checking my spells. It's only no. Why would a cat take healing word?
Well, you're
Oh,
well,
a sorcerer.
Can't take healing word anyway.
Yeah, Velriana will back in closer to you, Aya, and fires off a firebolt. Actually, no, she sort of conjures what looks like a ball of acid in her hand and throws it. And the zombies, nimbly rolling a 17, get out of the way.
We gotta get out of here.
We certainly do. That takes us to Uruk. So you are in the middle of this courtyard. There are zombies moving into the middle, and there are zombies behind you. What would you like to do?
Unmute myself first and foremost. So this is part of the other group. That's not one of our people, right? This one here?
That's Iroh. He is your Harengon monk.
Oh, okay.
That would be
there
me.
he is. Sorry. I'm zoomed out too far. Sorry.
Kill it.
Yeah, we're gonna try and give them a hand. So I'll have Rivet spit on him after my turn. What is this? I will bonus action to do my magic stonies, and then I will grab an extra like big honkin' rock, and I will catapult, and I will fire at them with the catapult.
All
Really?
right, yeah. There's debris on the ground and parts of the buildings that you can easily fire off. So which direction are you doing it in?
We'll go that one right there. And then Rivet will go after the same guy or the next closest one if he doesn't go down. Which I doubt he will, considering I rolled 2 friggin' 1s.
All right. So making a dexterity
Oh.
save.
And this is for Rivet.
And rolling a -1, yes, this zombie immediately gets clocked. And the damage carries over as the stone ricochets instead of hitting Dahaka and takes out the one below him.
So then with those 2 dead, Rivet would aim for that one then. So he rolled an 11 to hit for him.
An 11 will hit for 5 damage, which this gob of grease just sort of breaks on impact, and this zombie just kind of spins around and slides to the ground.
A little bit of shrapnel in it, so it's like poking out of his eye. Okay, yeah, then I'm just going to move back, but I will keep an eye on. Well, leave Rivet there, but I will keep an eye on our friends as we are making our strategic retreat.
All right, and the young wizard drawing his wand will drop a patch of grease there. Yes, he was threatening you with a wand of grease.
Ba.
How's that a threat to me? I could definitely use some lubrication.
What, a filthy musical from the...
'70s.
All right.
Yeah, I
and
can remember. Travolta's been alive forever.
all 3 of these zombies fall prone. That takes us to Kelru beside you, Aya. And yeah, he will move up behind you, Dr. Shortchange, and say, "You're not looking well, my friend." And he will cast a spell behind you. You feel his hands upon you, and you feel your poisoned condition be removed.
Thank you, Kelru.
Let the blessing of Nethys course through you and cure you of what ails you, my friend.
Thank you. I was running low on Dr. Rusty Shortchange's miracle tonic. Or I would have used some of that.
You can't see Hesmet roll his eyes, but Hesmet rolls his eyes.
So did I.
You
And
get.
I'm scoffing because I'm cute.
I don't
you
get a
can-
deception roll?
You can give me a deception roll, but yeah, in saying that, he will just say.
I did say thank you, to be clear, at the
course.
beginning of that.
Oh yes, no, he's just curious about this sort of elixir he's never heard of, but he just says, "You foreigners have some strange things there." Top of the round, Hesmet Sat.
Okay. So out comes the dagger. Or sorry, the kukri.
Kukri.
And I am seeing some people within stabbing range here, so I'm going to get closer to DHS here, and I'm going to attempt to stab through people. Sneak attack. Kukri. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Yeah, you go in a wide arc with your kukri, and you do manage to take down 2 of these zombies.
Okay. Looking at the options, probably the easiest option given my vantage point is the southwest because there's far fewer of them there. Although the southeast is a good option too because these guys are all tripping over each other. But I would recommend people go. Unfortunately, this person here, Idori, is kind of looking in bad shape. And
She was also doing some pretty cool, dope monk shit.
yeah, so I'm going
Or
to
rogue shit.
approach here and offhand kukri this one. Ignore the sneak attack damage. I only do 3.
That is enough to still take it.
Okay. So I cut a bunch of them down, and then I don't have anything else. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna try to get some cover in and amidst the debris here.
Yes.
So bonus action hide. 9. Wait. I gotta use a built for success on this. 13.
13. All right. Yeah. You burrow down into the debris, hoping that your actions are enough to hide you. And down in the southwest, that takes us to Dahaka. You still have 3 of these zombies around you. What would you like to do?
Try to see if I can take all 3 of them out and help out the others. So focusing, starting with the one on the right, on the left. Ew.
10 will strike.
Oh. Hope the damage is better.
Yes.
10 bludgeoning. Yeah, with a solid swing. Again, you crack through their bones and skin and manage to take down 2 of them.
All right.
I will say you notice the ones at your feet are starting to still twitch.
Oh no. I should move from this spot. Which I am going to do, and I will take the attack of opportunity from the last one.
All right, your speed is reduced by 5 feet
Okay.
as they're still trying to grab and hold on to you. But yeah, you can definitely move away. It will try and bite you. That is a 12, which is not going to do it.
Ira, I'll leave this to you, and 5 feet, so starting from here. And that would be it for me.
All right. Idori, at the start of her turn, all right, that's good. All right. Yeah, she will draw a curved blade of her own and miss on the first swing. And then she is going to bonus action disengage. We'll head down to there. Actually, no, she's going to head towards the crates, and she's coughing and hacking, but she seems all right. Takes us to Iroh.
Okay, so you said a few of these were twitching, or all the ones that were down are twitching?
All the ones that are down are starting to sort of twitch at your feet.
All right, then. I am going to... check some measurements here. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. I'm going to make an educated guess on what the hell is happening. Bonus action, Step of the Wind, not spending a key point. And walk that way. And then I am going to lay into the odd zombie with my quarterstaff. Yeah.
18 will strike for 10 bludgeoning damage. You know, this miasma of nastiness surrounds you as you come in and strike, and there is a crack, and the head turns towards you, and you can see there is still intelligence in its eyes.
Everyone, they're starting to get back up.
Shit.
That
That's
takes
my
us
turn.
to Aya.
All right, we need to leave. These are undead, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to channel my divinity and try and let's exit towards the north. Appears to be the safest route, right?
Presumably, that is the direction you think the exit to the city is. So,
All right, I will channel my divinity. I will do the undead. I will turn undead. That's it.
all right. So within 30 feet of you.
So 5, 10. I'll go like 15. Or would there be better? Let's see. So let's put down.
So you would get all the ones to the southeast.
Boom.
All right. So.
Everyone else can kind of disengage and run.
Yep. All right. Two successes out of all of them.
That's unfortunate.
Back
So the two marked
away!
in red are not affected.
Back away from the power!
Any movement, any bonus actions?
No, I'm otherwise out of spells.
All right. This guy will circle around you, Iroh, and
Oh dear.
I need Uruk, Iroh, Mao, Hesmet, Dr. Shortchange, Aya.
Everyone but Dahaka.
Yes. All
Quiet,
to give
you.
me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Now, is this against poisoning or?
This is against poisoning, so you will have advantage.
Ugh.
Is this a sphere?
Yes.
After seeing the result of a
I didn't like
D20 roll,
sphere.
The one in Las
You-
Vegas seems pretty nice.
Do I built for success this?
But did you like the cube?
I'm gonna
Let's see how the rest of them do.
build for success this.
Oh, succeeds.
I will bump that up.
Fails.
All right, so that's an 18.
All right. You nearly all succeed, except for Dr. Shortchange and Uruk. And Azaz and Kelru also fail.
Kelru?
The
Oh, yes. Okay.
the cleric that just healed Dr. Shortchange.
Yeah.
Dr. Shortchange, you take 10 poison damage, as do you, Uruk.
I believe I am resistant to poison damage. Hang on.
Should be. You're a dwarf.
Everybody else takes
Yep.
5 poison damage.
I only have advantage against poison saves. I don't believe I am resistant to poison.
I am down, and I will yowl as I go down
Okay.
dramatically.
Can this be like Baldur's Gate where you just throw a health potion on him from range?
If you had one. That takes
That's
us
canon,
to
he
Dr.
said yes.
Shortchange.
Alright. I don't like what's going on here. I think Iroh has the right idea. So Shortchange is going to draw his walking stick, his cane. March right over to this gentleman and give him a... Actually, march right over here to this gentleman. Like so. And give him a quick stab. Ugh.
10 does strike just. 17 damage. Yeah, as you step forward and your sword cane extends, this creature doesn't look too worried until you stab them with it, and you can see they actually felt it. And they sort of hiss at you.
Max damage. I think I might be screwed when these zombies come, though.
Oh, I do have resistance to poison damage.
Hey, Brendan, there's a well right there.
I'm gonna disengage. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. With the zombies, they start fleeing. These one, this guy will take off. Iroh, you will get an attack of opportunity.
I'm not going to take it.
All right. These guys stand up and will attempt to get out of the grease. He manages to stagger away. Those ones regain their feet.
Ah, crap.
They can't do anything else on their turn, but they do stand up.
Oh man, you're ground beef.
If we get out of this alive, you and I had to have a word.
The one that was hit with radiant damage stays dead.
Is it Moo?
This guy, the other one who succeeds, will move up towards Iroh and attempt to bite them.
Guys,
They haven't
Patrick
hit
is-
anybody yet.
Patrick has raised the stakes here.
That is a 17 as it bites down on you for 1 piercing damage, Iroh, but you feel this kind of rotting sensation around your shoulder and neck where it chomped down on you. You are not poisoned, but you don't feel great. Yep, they've done all they can. Mao, I need a death saving throw, please.
Oh, bye, Bast. Thank you, Bast.
Hey,
Nice.
You
Whoa!
return to life with 1 hit point. You have the rest of your turn ahead of you. What would you like to do?
Well, I just came back with 50% of my hit points, so... I mean, 50% of when I went down. Okay, so I will reinflate like the cat in Hocus Pocus.
You
And-
inflate,
Yeah, remember when it gets hit by the bus?
and you inflate back up.
Yeah, so I got smashed. I reinflate, and I'm gonna look kind of mad at that one that you guys are fighting. And I've got 1 spell point left before I have to use sorcery points. So, oh, let me just double check range. 60 feet. Am I 60 feet away from the boss? Oh,
Well,
easy.
you're well within that, yeah.
I wanted to check. And... Yeah. Ah, Bast.
That is a 16 for a success against your dissonant whispers.
Bast giveth and Bast taketh away.
I'm just gonna sit there and I'm gonna lick my paw. And no one appreciates me.
That's still half damage, right?
Oh.
I
Yeah, they
believe
just
so.
don't also run.
Yeah.
Running would have been great, though.
You could have ran and ran and ran.
You could have walked 500 miles.
If you run from Distant Whispers, people get attacks of opportunity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of those weird spells that lets you do it.
All right, so it takes 2 damage. I still have some movement, right? Or
You
oh, I
do.
can-
Yeah,
you were
have your full
prone.
turn. Yeah.
You were prone at the start of
You're
your
prone,
turn.
so yeah. Standing up is half your movement.
5, 10, 15. What's my movement? I can't remember what a tabaxi movement is.
30.
30.
Okay, so there. And done.
And Vilriana will step forward and, direct her arm straight out, and you see what appears to be, a green acid arrow apparate at the end of her hand and fire towards the head zombie, which hits for 12 acid damage.
How old is she? Like the character?
She looks to be maybe late 20s, early 30s.
So it may be a Mills acid arrow?
You wouldn't think so.
Damn.
Ooh.
Shaking my head.
I'm not sure if you could hear me sighing there.
No, but we could hear the eye roll.
That takes
No,
us
that's
to
high row.
that takes us to Uruk.
Alrighty, Roo, let's get the hell out of here. So magic stone on that one, threatening to Haka, and Rivet will spit rightfully at him as well.
Oh yeah, the one in front of Dahaka has a stone-sized hole through its head as it collapses back to the ground.
Okay, so if that takes him out, then I will direct Rivet to go after that one by Iroh there.
Okay,
Oh, 21.
21 strikes, and yeah, Iroh, the one next to you, you can hear just sort of a as the grease strikes it and it collapses at your feet.
And then I will. Oh, that's going to be too close to the guys that are there, but I will let my turn there, and I will bring Rivet with me. And that's it.
All right. Azaz is poisoned. Yeah, he's just going to send some magic missiles.
Good choice.
And all of them strike this zombie sort of leader in the center. He takes, well, not bad, another 8 damage.
How's he looking, by the way?
He's looking pretty rough. Kelru, who is also sort of poisoned and not feeling very well, is going to bring down some holy fire that the creature avoids taking no damage. Top of the round, Hesmet.
Okay. Pick up my crossbow again and make sure my sneak attack is on for possibly the greatest miss in history. Go. 9.
A 9 does not strike.
Okay.
It just flies wide.
I'll take the risk. I'm gonna run down here and offhand stab him.
All right. 17 will definitely hit. Grand total of 6 piercing damage.
Okay. And then my bonus action is going to be to disengage. 10, 20. Don't want to get to these guys. But these guys are all running away, so.
Correct.
All right.
Dahaka.
All right, so I'm gonna make my way to this guy next to Iroh, causing a bit of problem, and dash,
Yeah.
and dash and attack with my horns at the same time. Goring rush.
All right.
So, where's my horns? On top of my head, and 20
Absolutely strikes.
for 7 pierce.
7 piercing damage. Yeah. You meet more resistance than you would expect from an undead creature. And there is almost this sort of coppery spray that surrounds you. And you have a sort of terrible taste as you move in. But he takes the damage and is still standing despite looking really badly hurt.
All right, so 50. I move from there to here. I have one more feet. Can I just move over here to make it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to do that one tiny change, and that would be it for me.
All right. Idori. She's just going to move up and slash down at those ones. Yep, takes out these 2 for now on the grease. Iroh, start of your turn. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I figured it'd be something like this. Where the hell did my sheet go?
Is it not opening when you click your token?
Oh,
Double click
no,
it?
it was blending into the background because I had minimized it. There we go. 15. Is that good?
That is good. You are not poisoned, despite being in this horrible sort of miasma aura.
All right. Well, yeah.
describe your killing blow as you come down with your quarterstaff.
Woo!
So I don't even come down with the quarterstaff so much as I brace my whole body weight upon it and come around with a cartwheeling roundhouse, almost pure vertical onto this thing's head and just splash him into the ground.
And in doing so, there is this horrible sort of cloud and almost a shriek that you all kind of hear in your head as the rest of these undead collapse down to the ground as well. You see they are still sort of moving and twitching, but they are all currently sort of prone. Those that can still move are still crawling away from you, but you have ended the immediate threats.
We should move, right? That's not normal.
None of this is normal.
Is it not normal why this place is where we want to be?
You make a good point, friend.
But we
And-
should get out of here.
Yeah, you see Valrian is already sort of snapping her fingers, and the four of them are almost immediately, on their way out, and she will just sort of turn and curtly say, well, thank you. Perhaps we owe you a drink if we see you with the Tooth and Hookah later.
Can I hang on
Indeed.
to Kalura?
No, he is currently poisoned, and
Aw.
Idori is kind of sort of helping him along as he, as they are moving out.
And
I was
give
gonna try
this-
and mooch it.
Can I give this head zombie a quick pat down for any useful loot to take?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Guidance.
Okay, cool.
I'm going in Dr. Shortchange's hat. I'm
That's a
gonna hide from there.
24.
Yeah, you find no weapons or anything like that, but you do find a small pouch with a couple of gems, one that looks like a sapphire and one with an emerald, both of decent sizes. Anyone who wishes to can give me an appraisal check.
That would be me, I believe.
That will probably be done later. Literally, it was a pat him down, take the good stuff, and run.
All
Yep.
right. Yep. And as you are running and you feel sort of the heft and the weight, and you take a gander, Hesmet, you would think these are probably worth about 100 gold apiece.
Nice.
Before we run, what did this, can you remember what this gentleman said when he came out of the well?
He said, "Leave the meat."
Okay.
You
I-
should leave the meat.
Shortchange is a little bit concerned about this. I am going to... I don't think I have time to just, cut his head off. To, bring it back, hey, what the hell is this? But I'm gonna try and burn the image of this thing into my mind. So I can remember it
Alright.
later.
And living here and being a local, is this a normal thing? Like this kind of roving band? I know ghouls and zombies are a thing that I have to, avoid, but is this kind of...
Yeah, they don't normally...
Targeted
This
one.
is not uncommon for this area. They are, there are more intelligent undead that have been around here for millennia. So yeah, things have mutated and changed.
Yeah, this is normal. Let's go. Come on, before they wake up. They ain't gonna give you shit for that head.
I wasn't gonna try and cut the head off. I was just like, what is this?
Give me a. Yeah, you can give me an Arcana or a Medicine check if you wish.
18.
Yeah, you know that there was the plague of madness that spread through the ancient city here, and this is clearly some kind of plague spreading zombie. You don't know if, this was maybe one of the original spreaders of this, but clearly whatever affected it, it still had intelligence and it still had understanding, and, maybe it uses spores or whatever it's giving off. But yeah, it clearly had control over these other zombies. It's
Yeah,
not a nice
it-
thing to face.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Look, do you want to be let out of here or not? Let's
Oh,
go.
we're running. We're running. I'm with you.
GTFO,
Mao.
get in the bag.
Mao, give me a survival check with disadvantage, please.
All right, bleary eyed.
Can we get a guidance?
He will definitely get a guidance.
Oof. Yeah, I think you go that way. Let me roll.
So yeah, with an 8, you quickly lose sight of the group ahead of you as Mao leads you down a secondary alleyway, and it's another good 45 minutes to an hour before you find yourselves at the exit gate. You can see that there are, members of the Voice of the Spire that are still, standing, awaiting. They open the gates for you to exit out of. During this time, Aya, give me a medicine check as you can see the bite wound on Iroh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you've definitely seen and heard about these kind of zombie bites before. They're not anything that is immediately problematic, but when Iroh dies, he will rise almost immediately as a zombie.
I will
Unless something is done about it.
I will immediately kind of pull Iroh to the side and be like, "Hey, Iroh, buddy,
Don't
that bite there. You know what? There's no easy way to say this. We need to get that treated ASAP because when you die, you will rise as an evil undead. So we need to get to the temple ASAP."
You would actually know, Aya, this is something your dad probably deals with more than anything. This is more actually medical than it is religious.
I mean, we could go to my dad, but I don't kind of want to go to my dad.
We can deal with that after we get young Uruk looked after. I believe that condition may be more pressing.
We all need to be looked after.
Alright.
I'm
Yes,
out
but
of-
Uruk's gonna die.
Yeah, the cat's just chopped liver over here, trying to lead you out, chopped
Mal,
liver.
Mal, you
I
are
get
included
it.
in that.
Um,
I don't want to
You're
put another pen in the cabinet. Sorry, go ahead.
you're poisoned. You'll be fine. I just don't want to see Uruk die.
Uruk is looking at you all confused, like, what?
Uruk, you're cursed. We need to go to the Temple of Pharasma.
Oh.
Like now.
Look at these people. I'm gonna pleading eyes at everybody we pass. These people are just ignoring this poor hurt cat.
You're in
As
the
you-
camel. It's fine.
Yeah, as you exit the gates, you do see there are, it's, early afternoon, so it is still blisteringly hot, but there are still some stalls and tables set up with members of the Church of Pharasma. You can also see some other robed individuals that appear to be distributing loaves of fresh bread to passersby, and as you approach, they hand you these loaves and just say, "My friends, may we offer you some bread and preach the word of Anubis to you." Times
Stop it.
It's the dog god. I don't like the dog god. It's dog god.
you may come to us for aid or help, for only those who follow the ancient gods shall be spared of the tribulations ahead, the festering day that is coming.
Do I recognize this? Oh,
Old
sorry, go ahead.
gods answer the prayers of our long dead prophetess from Wati. The festered sun will bring much suffering to the people of Wati.
Do I know these people? Are these like a crazy offshoot cult of Anubis?
they don't appear to be cultists. They just do appear to be followers of Anubis.
So is this like part of like the Anubis canon, or is this like the apocryphal books?
Give me a. You can give me a religion check, or you can also give me an insight check. In terms of Anubis's belief, it's certainly not too far off of the classical dogma. You would understand that they certainly do not believe in what is going on with the lottery, and they will openly be kind of scornful or upset once they understand who you are, and they're a little more coy, and you can see that they pull back any bread they offer as they will say these are for sort of townsfolk. And you understand they are actually empathetic to the people and are probably generally worried about whatever potential problems may come.
Okay.
You have also heard from the city administrators and things like that have been saying that, this festered sun, is a harmless sort of natural event. It is just, a phenomenon that happens every once in a while where, these space stones will block the sun temporarily. They remove themselves once they realize that you are all actually explorers from the necropolis, but do offer you a chance to, if you wish to come visit us at our camp, if you wish to absolve yourselves of whatever you may have done to someone else's tomb and come worship the old god, you could still be saved if you come to our camp.
Well, hey there, brothers. I follow Hoth.
And with that, you see, the younger woman that is with him, and she's very broad shoulders, looks to be sort of mid-20s, thick, flowing, sort of red hair, has sort of skeptical eyes until you mention that, and she just smiles and say, "Well, you are a friend to us then, I believe, and whatever blessings we may give upon, may we share with you." And then, the taller man, who he looks like he's in his mid-40s, got kind of thinning brown hair, you can see he's already handed out the last of his sort of loaves. And Dr. Shortchange and Iroh, you would actually notice he's tall enough that his trouser legs that you can just see under sort of his cloak have a different type of fabric that have kind of been stitched on to give him extra length because he is so tall. But he bows low and wishes you all well. Looking at Mao, he does say, "I think you should perhaps look after your pet. It seems to be coughing up something nasty."
Yes, it's been poisoned. We're trying to get to the temple to cure Mao.
I'm gonna hiss at him.
No, stop. He just really loves our Bast statue at home.
Understood. Good day. Do come by our camp if you wish, and
Sure.
we may have bread for you. Be seeing you. Go in peace.
Go in peace, my brothers and sisters and siblings.
As we go, I'm gonna warn the party. They're just dog botherers. They don't know anything.
Oh, they seem very friendly. They were just here to warn everyone of doom and gloom and impending apocalypse.
Like
Really?
a dog. Yeah, dog
The least
botherers.
The least they could do. Anyways,
And
let's
give us
get
fresh bread.
let's get you organics to a place that repair to an organic repair shop. I believe you call those hospitals.
Yes.
Just don't take me to the vet. That guy pokes too much.
with that, you
Straight to the
are
vet.
able to make your way through town into the Grand Temple of Pharasma. You are able to call up your debts.
Oh, yeah, because the last
You're owed a
time.
remove curse.
Yeah, we have one remove curse. I don't know if we could also get. Yeah, we got a lesser restoration as well.
Poison
You sure
goes
do.
tomorrow, right? Is it 24 hours or is it just
We
saving
were
throw?
told this is like an advancing poison, I believe. That it will get worse if you fail saves.
I thought that was the curse, not the poison.
But we don't know anything about the curse except it's going to make O'Rourke's head pop off.
I thought I identified it.
You had identified it, and Uruk, you feel fine as you're out in the sunshine. Stepping into the temple, you almost immediately begin to feel unwell, and those of you looking at her can actually watch as her features slowly start kind of changing.
See, it's because she
And
touched the dog people.
I pull her back out into the sunlight.
Yeah, and pulling her back out into the sunlight, you do begin to feel well again. And, one of the clerics, sort of hearing this, does come
Yeah, we're going to need it out here.
Yep, help!
And, Mao, you are looked after. It is a fairly simple process. They tear up the chit that is owed. Uruk, they set up almost some screens around you, but there is still direct sunlight above you. And, the young man that is the priest sort of steps forward and just says, do you know exactly what has caused your ailment?
A thing with a disembodied head. And then she'll point to everyone else. They keep saying my head's gonna pop off.
I will lean in and I will describe the Vargoyle.
And you see his eyes go a little wide.
Yep.
And he nods and just says, I'm going to go get Tepmanib, if you don't mind. This is...
I'm going to go get help.
Yes. And after about another 15 minutes or so, the figure of Tepmanib does appear. You can hear him sort of chuckling, carrying a large book that, he sets on a stand that the acolyte sets up for him. And he just looks over all of you and just says, yes, well, you seem to have been kissed by a rather horrid individual. Yes, of course. But I can help. You were lucky that this was in the daytime, of course. When you are in shade or the darkness, the infection hits, and frankly, by morning, you may not have been yourself anymore.
My head would have popped off. He just nods very sagely.
Indeed, it would have. You would have become that which kissed you. So, in a way, you may thank the Blessed Son of, yes, of course. It is not what we worship, but it saved your life in this case. And it takes, he anoints you with oils and herbs, and it takes a good hour as he performs this ritual. And the rest of you can watch as Uruk's face returns to its original self and state. It loses the monstrous and almost, you would almost say, devilish appearance that it had started taking on. But, with that and the hour and keeping you directly in the sunlight, your curse is removed.
Excellent.
And yeah, when you are in darkness, you start, your charisma drops by 2 every hour until you die. And your head pops off.
Mama had a baby and his head popped off.
Perhaps we should go to our lodgings after we deal with Mal. Yes, after we deal with Mal.
And we also have
Mal has already been looked after because that was just a simple procedure.
I would like to ask about my bite as well.
Right.
And to see how I might go around curing myself of it.
Oh, I think we need to go see her dad then, right?
My dad could take care of it, but you know, I'm sure they can handle it here, right?
Sounds like we should go meet your dad.
Lad, would you like would you like some of my Dr. Honesty short?
No.
I have this anti-tragedy tonic.
Is it just booze?
Yes.
There's cocaine.
It's peppermint schnapps.
Do you want to try it, Iroh?
No.
Tepmanid nods and just says, yes, that's probably wise. I would say you should go see someone in the sciences, in the Embalmers Guild, yes. They will be able to give you poultices and things that will take care of that. It is not a divine matter, unfortunately. Some of those zombies are not the same unholy traditional ones. They spread diseases which are not something that Pharasma can assist with, unfortunately.
All right. Okay, then.
I mean, it will not kill you. According to Pharasma's belief, you will still die when it is your time to die. You will just return in a form that is distasteful to all.
Can I make the poultices and stuff if I bought the ingredients?
You could certainly try. You have, witnessed it enough times.
Okay. Can I get that at the local market?
You can find most everything at the market. There's a couple of things that you would have to go pick up, from the guild itself, but you could do that without arousing any suspicion. So yeah, I would say it takes you, because you know everything here, probably about a half an hour just to go buy all the different ingredients. Heading to the guild is quick. All in all, it'll take you 90 minutes to get all the ingredients together. You can give me a medicine check to prepare everything properly if you wish.
All right, guidance myself. I'm like, I can do this. I can do this.
Is there anyone else who is skilled that could potentially help her?
Him.
Are you really trained in this?
Yes. I think he is, right?
No.
All right, is someone actually trained from a real college?
On what?
Does nobody else have medicine?
No, it's no, like, Uruk, aren't you trained in medicine? I mean, you do dentistry. That's close enough, right?
Yeah, I guess so. How does 20 work?
Well, if you helped me, I would have gotten a 25.
Uruk
Perfect.
is skilled in medicine. She can aid.
Yeah, I rolled it. Didn't we see it?
Oh yeah, well you rolled it, but you can give her the help action without even doing that.
Cool. Yep.
So yeah, with that, it is a 25. So yeah, between the two of you, you are able to create a poultice that, over the next 24 hours, Iroh, this will cure you. At this time, it is now early evening. The Tooth and Hookah, fills up again with adventurers. Thinner once again than previous days, as clearly more and more have been sort of struck down. You do hear some tales of woe, but also tales of success and laughter of items found, riches done. The young man sort of Falto and their band are celebrating because they have found an ancient literal honey pot that they think will fetch a fair price from one of the local nobles who would love to eat thousands and thousand-year old honey.
Does
You
it
do
have bits of people in it? Is it bellified man?
No, it is
Okay, just honey. All right.
Yeah, it is just honey. You do have this headband that you still have not spent any time sort of identifying or figuring out. You've also got the wedding ring with an inscription inside that
Take
I
the time
know
to.
Aya was wondering about potentially trying to track down the family member of that.
To Akar from Panhat, Love Eternal.
Yeah. And
Panhat was looking for Akar about a year ago.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wish to do on this, on this night?
Sorry, go ahead.
Pankar and Anhat, are those noble names?
They weren't noble names, but well-off merchant
All right.
family.
I'm thinking every night we like bunk up. I'll probably set up my dentistry for a couple hours for whoever needs it in the tavern.
Yeah, well, you don't even need to do that. As you are sitting in the Tooth and Hookah, a short line almost sort of forms from people that have heard that you are able to kind of, assist in a variety of ways.
Nice, I got clientele.
I'm not going to be your therapy animal.
No, but yeah, there is,
Good
a woman who brings, what appears to be a young child whose teeth are sort of very crooked, and she, just says, my boy's, he just needs this one either sort of straightened out or pulled. If there's something you could do? One of the local constabulary told me that you helped him out a fair bit.
I'll have a look. I'll see what I can do. Medicine again?
Yep.
I will roll inspiration if I have to.
Guidance.
God damn it!
I will assist.
You cannot assist in this.
No, I'm super upset. Like, even guidance wouldn't help with that. Damn it.
Yeah, you do manage to pull the tooth, but it's not as clean as the other one. There's a fair bit of blood. The child sort of, screams and screeches. You are able to sort of pack it, but yeah, it is not as clean a job as you would have liked.
I feel so bad. I'll have Rivet do some tricks
Oh,
for the
god
kids.
damn. When the kid's screaming, I'll jump into his lap. God damn it, making me a therapy animal.
You chose this life.
Roll me a straight up persuasion or charisma check, Mao, as you're not exactly a handsome cat.
I
I
am
mean,
very
like, with Rivet doing his tricks, is that going to help? But even with advantage, like weapon.
With an 11, it kind of eventually calms the child down. The mother, hands you a gold, but you do notice a couple of other people that were sort of in line and waiting they've left as this is happening. So it's not more that you've, injured or damaged this child permanently, but yeah, some of the other customers are not so keen anymore.
You can't get them all. That's why it's called a practice, because they're still working on it.
Yeah. And, there is, if anybody wants to, spend an hour with the headband, they can. Or there is also, of course...
Didn't I take Identify?
Yeah, I do have Identify. I can use that as a
ritual?
As a ritual.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, up
and
in
I
your
bought the
rooms.
pearl last time. Doo.
All right. As you spend time with it, what you presumed would have been, a headband of intellect. You are kind of surprised that it is not. The hell's my treasure card for this?
Is it a circlet of blasting? Come on, circlet of blasting.
It is not.
Oh.
Oh, I'll have to build it in. I must have missed it.
Give him a dedicated patience.
It's a headband of stupid.
It is a headband of...
I think he died.
No, I'm just...
Human control. Human control.
He just can't believe what he's reading.
Blah. All right. Yeah, it is basically a headband of intimidation. I will put together a card for you, but yeah, basically it gives you a +2 on intimidation checks, as it is known as a dead man's headband.
Oh, while we're looking at loot, I'm gonna give Dahaka this cloak.
The wisp
wisp?
cloak?
Yeah, the wisp cloak.
Yeah.
No. You think about it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
On second thought, this is really quite good for me. Never mind.
Oh dear.
It's fine. What's the worst?
Never say these words. Okay, so while he's dealing with that situation, we got a couple of gems. It was an emerald and a something else.
Sapphire, each worth 100 gold.
Emerald plus sapphire, 100. And we also got 20 gold ingots worth 25 each.
Yes.
So that's basically 700 gold. Unless you want to keep the emerald and the sapphire as emerald and sapphire, we could split that gold 100 each. Also, I see in the list 600 additional gold and 42 silver.
I think that was everything you sold from Akentepe's tomb.
Okay, and that got split before, so.
Yep.
I don't remember that number. That's easy enough to figure out, though.
Yeah. So everyone gets an additional 100 gold.
Money, money, money.
Tracks with how much gold I have because I bought things when we came back, and I'm just under 100. Was just under 100.
Yeah, and so on the loot list, I put the headband of intimidation, the dead man's headband, so +2 on all intimidation checks.
I'd like to sell some mundane gear while we're in town.
Yeah, easy enough to do.
Okay.
And as you are moving in and around, I will say you hear tales that because so much has been brought out of the necropolis, that in a few days' time, giving teams, a chance to complete more areas, that the Church of Pharasma is going to be putting on an auction to allow some of the groups to recoup as much as they possibly can.
I actually have one more thing to look over here. We have a seal of the Kalashite Sultan. Have I appraised that?
Or the wedding ring from Makar to Penna.
Yeah, that's more of a quest item than a.
Or am I someone who can get a much better deal out of that?
Perhaps.
Well, everything you sell, you'll be able to get a little bit more money from. The seal is definitely valuable. As you take the evening and look at it, you think that, in the market you should easily get 150 gold for it, but to the right collector, this might be something you could get 250 for at the auction, something like that. If, you were able to work the room kind of thing. So yeah, the auction might give you a chance to get more money, but, you think Iroh could get 150 for it right now in the marketplace.
I think we'll wait. We also have to sell our chariot too, and the papyrus records, Akentepe's records. So
yes. And again, something like that for the auction. Oh,
Yeah.
that might be easier than trying to go and sell them to a private collector one-on-one.
Agreed.
okay.
But with that,
And an auction
night comes. You get your long rest in. In the morning, you can head back out to the Penthero estate to explore the crypt. And so that is where we will pick up next week.
Yay!
But yeah, you all long rest, you all heal up.
Hooray!
Nobody has their head pop off.
Yay!
Hooray!
Nobody
Nobody at
died!
risk of turning into a zombie.
Hooray!
That was less eminently threatening.
I mean, I am one of our melee attackers, so it's somewhat
I
prevalent.
mean, it's dead, not 0 hit points.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not worried about a head popping off, but did anyone eat gluten?
No, you didn't get any bread.
Chris got it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just in the middle of rearranging things here. So I've created a
Have you ever wondered how
an
your egg
auction
cartons
stuff.
are made?
Table.
I will say later in the evening there is a knock on your door, and when you open it there is a fine bottle of wine and a few fresh figs and dates, and just
Our
the
man.
mark of a black sort of burned hand as a note. So it is a a thank you gift from the scorched hand.
Couldn't bring any tuna. Don't know how to be nice, do they?
They are perfectly nice.
What, you bring some bottle of wine, not some food, like a fish or
They
a
brought
bigger fish?
Do you want a fish?
If you're getting up.
Oh, I will get you some kippers from the bar.
Kippers for breakfast.
They're the sea bacon of the sea.
It's not St. Swithin's Day.
save changes. All right.
On that Simpsons joke, let's
Yeah,
say
we
good
won.
night to everybody.
Oh, that's a real thing! I found it out. Kippers
It
on
is.
St.
It
Swithin's
is.
Day is a real thing.